Well, it's always tough to win, and they made it really tough on us. I thought they really wanted to win the game. Mo was outstanding. We did not do the things we need to do offensively to win. And fortunately for us, we pitched and we defended and got a win. But I give all the credit to North Dakota State for how they played and the tenacity with which they played with. And I'm proud of our guys for hanging in there and winning a game when things weren't going our way.
Question.
Who are you? What's your name?
Could you talk a little bit more about Andrew and your decision to start him tonight?
Well, we just felt like that Wetz had a little tightness in his back last week, and so we just felt like that any one of those three guys were 100% comfortable with any of them. We had already decided and planned that Fry would throw game 2 no matter what, and therefore, it allowed us to start Mo. Mo went, I think, 70 pitches in 4 1/3 or something last week. He was prepared to go. His effort, his performance was outstanding, and without that, we certainly wouldn't have won the ball game.
Is that the best you've seen him done?
I've seen him good. I probably have traveled enough miles that my brain scrambled to tell you if it's the best I've ever seen him, but it's as good as I've ever seen him, and he was really good when he needed to be.
Andrew, could you talk about tonight and just a dominant performance?
Yeah, definitely. I think going back to the key, the whole key to my pitching is pitching off the fastball, and that's something when I've gotten in trouble this year, it's falling behind hitters, and just like I did there in the second inning where I fell behind, so he knew a fastball was coming. So I felt like I located the fastball really well, and that's the best the curveball and slider have been all year, I think. So it was just getting ahead, and then that allowed me to throw my pitches and expand off a little bit, and I really want to make an emphasis on 0-2, 1-2 pitches because I've struggled in that aspect of the game so far this year. So I was happy to see I did better there, but obviously there's room to grow where I fell into a few 3-2 counts and they battled because if I don't have those, then maybe I'm able to go out for the 9th and finish it. So there's always something you can improve on.
Logan, how would you describe his stuff?
Andrew's stuff was pretty impressive tonight. I think his biggest thing was his command with his fastball. There's been times through the year where I know he's been disappointed in his fastball command. And I really think when Andrew has his fastball and his command, he's pitching downhill and he's located to both sides of the plate, it really sets up his off-speed pitches. And he did that tonight. He threw to both sides of the plate, and he really put himself, like he said, in really good positions to make those 0-2 pitches, and get those guys chasing pitches that they can't hit. So he was really impressive, and his fastball command, I think, was the most important.
Dylan, this is the second year in a row you've come up with kind of the big hit in that first regional game. Did it sort of feel like the same situation that the team needed a big hit from you, and then what did you see on the pitch on the run?
I don't think necessarily it was my doing. So I think it was just we needed something to get us some life, and we had a couple opportunities early and just didn't capitalize on them. And I was just lucky enough to see a ball up and put a good swing on it, not try and do too much, and luckily enough it left the house. But in terms of what the pitch was, I think it was a cutter, but I was just looking for a pitch up, something that I can handle, and do as best as I can to get on base and just extend the inning and keep it going. And I was just lucky enough to hit it out.
Dylan and Logan, what do you think Ernst was able to do to be successful tonight?
He definitely competed. He kept us off balance, threw a lot of pitches for strikes. He just competed really well. That's usually what gives us, problems is, I think we didn't, accept the challenge that was at hand until later in the ball game, and I think we need to do that earlier. Every team's going to give us their best effort, and, we need to know that.
Yeah, kind of piggybacking on what Dylan said, he really was commanding his pitches to both sides of the plate. When he wanted to go in, he would go in. When he wanted to go away, which is mostly what he did, most of the game he went away and he stayed down with his pitches, which is, tough pitches to handle. But like Dylan said, he left some pitches up and we had runners in scoring position. We just didn't get it done. So, he hats off to him. He competed and, he really made some good pitches and really competed tonight.
Is it
you know, I think we had a good approach. You know, it's you know, coach preaches, you know, seeing pitches is a good thing. We definitely did that, but you know, there's times to be patient. There's times to jump on pitches, and you know, I think with runners in scoring position, we kind of took too many pitches, I guess you could say. You know, but in the end, we got the win. So I mean, that's really all that matters to us.
Andrew, when you saw Dylan's home run, what did that do for your mindset? Because you came back in, you know, the next top of the 8th inning and struck out the sides. Did that give you an extra lift? Like, okay, I've got that one run of support.
Yeah, exactly. That was pretty special to see him, like someone said, 2 years in a row get that big hit. Like I've said before, you know, big-time players make big-time plays. We needed something to get offensive going, and, you know, Dylan's been that guy for us a lot this year. So he delivered there, and, yeah, it just allowed me to kind of, you know, breathe a little bit and go back out and do my work where, you know, that's something I can't really think about where, you know, their guy threw incredible. So, you know, I can't try and, you know, take the frustration of not scoring runs with me to the mound. I just have to try and do my job. So, but I definitely feel like that was a little bit of a relief, and, you know, I knew that was maybe my last inning, so Coach Jesse said make it the best one, and, you know, I just went out there and just like all game, I think I was commanding my fastball as well as I had through the first 7 innings, so I was able to get through it, and then, you know, the relievers came in and did their job, so that was pretty cool to see Max and Scott come in and deliver like that.
Pat, moving forward, what's your level of concern with Wesley's bat?
No, 0. Yeah, and you know, I just he definitely could have pitched tonight, but like I said, when you have 3 guys that pitch the way these guys pitch, you know, you have that luxury of not having the fear of, okay, should we give him another day's rest or not? And you know, Fry, he'd throw Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday if you let him. So no concern at all.
What's your level of concern with your offense?
Well, I mean, you know, Dylan's being pretty humble here because that's the kind of kid he is. You know, when you're struggling offensively and you're a club, I don't care if you're the New York Yankees or the Oregon State Beavers or the Crescent Valley Raiders. You know, everybody wants to say, hey, do this, do that, and you know, the swing he put on the ball and the lift that he gave us will propel us tomorrow. I've never coached a team in 27 years that didn't go through some spell where, you know, offense was a little more difficult than it should be. You know, I think, you know, you see some guys that are young, and this is a big stage, and you know, they think a little bit too much, and once in a while a guy will chase some pitches and out of frustration or whatever, but you know, I can't be concerned about it right now. Let's put it that way. What I can be concerned about is how we win the next inning.
Andrew, you noticed that you got your haircut.
I knew someone would ask about that. Yeah, you know, I just felt like it was time to get a fresh cut. So actually the barber I went to cut Matt Boyd's hair last year before playoffs, and I think he threw pretty well. So, you know, everyone was kind of joking about that. There was like, oh, it's like the old Andrew, you know, last year, the shorter hair. So definitely feels good to throw like that again, and obviously made the right decision with the haircut, I guess.
How do you like Andrew's hair?
How do I like his hair? He can wear it any way he wants as long as he gets people out. Yeah.